Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to Rage finally has just about lost his mind. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is the beautiful, long-awaited return of doing Babymetal videos. And I know, listen guys, I know what you're probably thinking. I know you're probably thinking, well, just look at this. Just look at that. I mean, who says that Chica is the only tank around? Just look at this. I think this really only goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, there are some people out there that really do favor their job. They just love having a good time. They love absolutely just putting a smile on other people's faces. I appreciate and favor that. Certainly more than I favor my own dignity right now, but you know what? I have plenty of dignity. Why? Because I freaking wanted to do this for a while anyway, and you know what? I know I don't want to toot my own horn or anything like that, but I think I look pretty good. I know there's some things that literally you just cannot take seriously, but you know what? That's absolutely fine, because you know what? We're gonna turn that around, and to be fair, this is... How do people who have hair this long and that manage to, not break out into, sweating and all that? Because this is literally one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever had to wear in my life. The only saving grace is that I look kawaii. I look super that. And if I just adjust the bow perfectly fine, I would have bought the entire uniform as well, but I think this sends a clear enough message. Don't literally ask me to do any favors for anyone ever again. There we are. Now we've got that out of the way. I mean, I freaking have to put headphones on as well. How are we going to even do this? Well, actually, as it turns out, with some ease. I still think, I managed to pull this off really nicely. So, you want to know when the first time I ever did Babymetal, ladies and gentlemen? It was back on the 31st of January, 2018. 2019, I should say. The day of my 21st birthday. 2 years and a half later on, and we are still talking about Babymetal. We are still talking about... how friggin' great, hang on, where did I find it? Let me see if I can get the thing back up. We are still talking about the beauties of Miss Yui Mizuno. I believe I can say that. I can barely see anything past these as well. Suzuka Nakamoto, the Babymetal of them all. Well, she's not a baby anymore. I'm pretty sure she and I are the same age. I know, that's friggin' unbelievable, I know. And finally, Miss Moa Kikuchi. It's still, I think, a really, really strong lineup, and if I get back into doing modern stuff from Babymetal, I will 100% do so. And I'm pretty sure the Kami band as well is going to be making its display, because this is the official video, I should point out. And I love the fact that from what I understand, the backing group for Kami are gods that emerge onto the stage by... I know there's meant to be some kind of prophecy or some kind of what's the word? Well, the idea is that there's a fox god who comes down from above or something like that and literally grants the Kami band their powers. This is all speculation, ladies and gentlemen. It's been literally over a year since I last talked about these girls, and we're about to get back into this again. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. Gimme chocolate. In 3, 2, 1, and... Well, I say that, it could be the skeleton group I'm thinking of. It's what I'm familiar with.
心配なんですだけどチョコレートちょっといいかなでもねちょっとウェイトちょっと待ってちょやばいちょっとハードちょいっぱい頑張ったんですだからちょっとハートちょっとだけお願いなんです早くチョコレートちょうだい残せチョコレートpleaseテキラチョコレートちょっといいでしょだよねちょグッドちょハッピーで頑張ったんですだからチョコレートちょいいでしょだよねちょっとだけ食べちゃおう
See you in the mosh pit. I love that saying anyway, so I could get behind that. Would something like Gimmie Chocolate be the sort of thing you could technically mosh to, ladies and gentlemen? Well, to be fair, all the people down there, I'm pretty sure they found one way or another how to do that, so that pretty much just answers my question right there. Now, the reason why I possibly speculated about the skeleton group in the beginning is because, well, one, you could see that those guys were wearing skeletons, and I believe comic groups are like dress up in all white, and they're supposed to be like really stoical and just sort of, well, do what they gotta do. So that's the only reason that was gonna. I'm taking this off. And I know, I'm pretty sure some people were probably saying I would have looked better bald, and this thing like leaks hair like crazy. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Gimme Chocolate by Babymetal, and its time is very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to having like perspectives on things, because you know, one of the biggest things I always liked about Babymetal to begin with is that, you know, I would suspect that, I mean, how old were they when they did this? About 14, 15 years old, roughly about that, around about that time. You would sort of like suspect as maybe I guess would be a better phrase to use, but that could be mistaken, is that girls like Moa, Sue, and Yui would probably have been great in, let's say, idol groups, which are prevalent all over Japan. And the fact that they went in what I can only describe is a very, very sort of left field, because and I'm still speculating on this, ladies and gentlemen, have there been groups before, I mean, before Band-Maid, definitely long before Babymetal, that really sort of, female metal groups in Japan? Were there really any prevalent examples aside from the likes of Band-Maid? Because when I come to think about it, I would be sort of like saying, well, not really. These were really sort of like the first really in this genre of kawaii metal. I'm not even technically sure whether I could call something like X Japan or the Human Chair, Ninja Nisu, sort of like, kawaii metal. Well, definitely not. I say this, ladies and gentlemen, because the appeal is very, very much out there. You can tell almost from the word go that this is going to be just energetic, full of sugar, and it's going to hit hard as well. That is such a hard thing to get right, to make metal sound cute. Possibly to, the general observer, probably someone who wouldn't be into the metal all that much. And the fact that Babymetal, Kami, what it included, they managed to pull something off quite spectacular in their own right. And when you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, the lyrics are absolutely exemplifying of this, because it's a song about basically, well, should we have some chocolate? Should we enjoy ourselves? Do we need chocolate? And you could hear how Mo and Yui were sort of we're giggling going all the way through this song. I'm not going to try and replicate it because, to be honest, I do not think I can. My voice is starting to go already. I don't think I could probably do that sort of thing. They were having fun. They were enjoying themselves, which is, it's definitely, for a group like Babymetal, I think that's one of the most important things you have to get right, because if they're enjoying themselves, then the audience is going to be enjoying themselves as well, because it's that sort of group. They want people to enjoy themselves and to do it with a sort of a metal sort of twist. You know what I'm saying? It's far more interesting when they do stuff like that, and it's the sort of thing that opens up the floodgates for potential other groups from all the way around the world. They want to add a little bit of spice into their mix. That's always a plus. Now, actually, as regarding Gimme Chocolate for 1 second, I'm going to level with you guys something quite interesting. It's been exactly 10 days since the last time I've had any sugary drinks or had any chocolate at all. This is the longest I've gone without eating chocolate for nearly 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. I kid you not. And you know what the best thing I want to say right now, and I'll say this to anybody right there who, is so afflicted by chocolate, death or life by chocolate, whatever it may be. I always say to myself almost the same things. The second you go without it for a day and you realize you don't miss it that much, you could go without it for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, maybe even a whole year if you chose. And the results of doing something like that are almost too obvious, because I'm going to try and zoom in the camera for 1 second. I know they don't look particularly great at this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, but trust me, I've been using great levels of, toothpaste and, teeth whitening stuff as well, because in a few days' time, ladies and gentlemen, these are just going to shine. And that's just because of doing things, like being responsible, like, just taking care of my teeth, taking care of my health. And it would definitely be something maybe on Babymetal's part that when you come to think about it, it's perfectly fine to do stuff like that, to, take this angle where you can look after your body and you not feel like you have to fall under peer pressure or fall under the temptation to just stuff your face with chocolate. At the same time, however, ladies and gentlemen, you got to live with some kind of compromise in your life. You've got to have you gotta have that spice somewhere. You've got to enjoy yourself. You got to enjoy life. You only get one life to live, ladies and gentlemen. So why not do it? That's the thing. After some of the garbage I've had to listen to today, I've had to listen to groups like, I only had to listen to one bad song called Raped by Elephants by Torso Fuck. Don't ask, it's a long story. I must say, this has been a very rich and welcoming return to one of my favorite bands to talk about on this channel, and I cannot wait to get into far more J-Metal, because this is, ladies and gentlemen, a country where it's been very much sort of like under-talked about during the whole of RageCon to this point, and you can rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, I've got some making up to do. Spuds on the job, Bob. That wig, man. That wig is something else. Done something wicked in my head. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reaction video to Gimme Chocolate by Babymetal. Babymetal. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of Gimme Chocolate for yourselves. And I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.